Okay. It hath been digested.
It has been digested. My throat's a little bit better. Let's hope it lasts long enough. Okay, so last session we left off. We actually fucking got Gage. Ruined my season finale plans. Thanks.
I regret nothing!
Don't. What were the last role plays we had? Goldie and Angie talked.
Yeah,
Goldie hung
and
out.
Angie talked.
Yeah. Was it like
Harold
on the
gave her
same day that shitfest happened?
It's like the day after all that shenanigans happened.
Oh, okay.
Because she wanted to give Angie time to settle because fucking Murder Man is like right outside her door now.
Yeah.
He's in the RV.
Almost
He's like a couple
literally.
feet away. He's like a couple 100 feet away.
Exactly. A couple 100 feet away from the other, like, who knows where times where he used to be around.
Where he used to just lurk in the forest. But yeah, so that was the day after.
Okay, it's a day after. Okay, and then
Yes.
the previous night, Goldie hung out with Gage with Ollie.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. And we haven't had any role plays ever since, right?
No,
There was
we
this.
did.
Sorry.
Oh, there's a priest one, I think, but
Yeah, but that was like during the session, so I'm just trying to like
Yeah.
figure myself out time-wise.
She did talk to Harold after the Angie incident.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was that small little interaction there. Harold gave her a little pep talk, and she's like, "I'm gonna keep trying."
So when do
Next
you
time
think
Goldie
that?
sees Angie, she's just, "Oh, sorry, go
Oh,
ahead."
so when do you think Goldie would call her parents?
Well, she wants to talk to Red first.
Okay.
I think so that they could both pan out like what we should say to the parents, because she trusts Red's opinion, and also because she wants to contact Grandmama to use Grandma to make sure Mother he does not come storming over to Ireland. Basically, like, Red, I want you here because if the two of us are together, she might not kill us both.
She can't take us both.
You can't. Yeah, it's like she needs one of us to give her great grandchildren because Barry ain't gonna do it. So having Red there is kind of like her backup. Like, look, one of us might get killed, but that's a risk we'll have to take to protect Mom and Dad.
Oh
So
my
basically,
goodness.
she wants to talk to Red so that they can call Grandma and get Grandmother's okay and warn Grandmother that they're about to drop the whole like, hey, we're in actually some kind of deep shit over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So she'd look for Red. Trying to think of where he'd be after that fuckfest.
Probably curled up on the couch with Connor somewhere playing Pokemon.
Actually, I'd say that he's probably in his room with Connor.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's the same day, Goldie would probably go there after her little talk with Harold, like, a little bit of brother, like, it's already been a fiasco, might as well initiate another one.
Oh boy. All right then.
So she just, like, heads back upstairs towards Red's room.
Mm-hmm. And the door's closed, though,
like,
but you can hear there Connor and Red are talking.
So she would just, like, knock very, very gently, just like...
And of course,
Hey,
you hear the
bro,
iconic
come in.
yelp of Connor. And he answers, like, he opens the door very slightly to peek over, just... Oh, Goldie. Hi. Need anything?
Well, I kind of need to talk to my brother. I mean, you are welcome to stay. It's nothing super private, I think, but I will warn you, I might have call my grandmother.
You just see, like, dread in his face as he, like, remembers the memory of your grandmother. Just, I think I'll leave then.
Right. That's why I wanted to give you fair warning.
Thanks for that.
No worries. I don't think she'd do anything to you. I mean,
That
you
doesn't
know, my
matter.
whole
She's
family's
still
pretty.
very terrifying.
Yeah, I guess she is.
All right.
But I promise I won't take too long.
It's okay. I can keep myself busy.
All right. And you know, Ollie's always there for you too.
Isn't she busy with your new friend?
Well, I don't know. She's not always going to be looking after him. I mean, even I need a little time off to spend with you guys. I think he's asleep right now, honestly.
I'll be fine.
All right. Thanks, Connor. I really mean it.
He just kind of gives you a sheepish smile before he just like squeezes through the door to leave. Just walk past you.
Yeah. And she'd give him a little space because she knows he's probably still not quite easy around her yet. So. But yeah, once he's out of the way, she'd head into Red's room. And just, hey, bro.
Yeah, Red just kind of like looks at you and just coughs up smoke like, hi.
Hi. You sure you don't want to head out into the forest to take care of that?
I don't know. With all the leaves dying, I'm afraid I might start a forest fire.
Good point. Maybe we should take you down to the ocean so you can dunk your head in it for a minute.
Which is how far away? Like an hour away by car?
Yeah, not too bad. Sure isn't as close as home, but... Or as it was at home. Sorry, correction.
No, I'll be alright. Is there something you want to talk about?
Alright. Yeah, I think it's time we told Mom and Dad what's up.
He just kind of looks a little worried, just... Are you sure? You know they're gonna freak out.
Yeah. Which is why, and she just takes like a very deep breath, I want to call Abuela. I want to let her know because she'll make sure Mom doesn't come running over here.
And how do you plan on talking her into keeping Mom and Dad home?
Well, I mean, you know how protective she is of Mom, and he's got Barry with him, and, you know, it's just kind of fidgets a little bit. I mean, she understands this magic stuff, and, I mean, just like shivers a little bit. If I mentioned that we fought Ro, that would probably be even more of an incentive because of how much she dislikes Elizabeth.
There's one thing I don't like, though. That whole plan.
What?
If Abuelita really cares so much about protecting her family, then why isn't she doing the same for the two of us? She's clearly not trying to pull either of us out of this mess.
Maybe she thinks we've got the ability to handle it. We're pretty much adults now. She can't protect us forever.
And Mom and Dad have way more experience with this stuff than both of us do. Combined.
Yeah. Which is why I want to tell them so we can get their advice, but
they could handle this a lot better than we ever would, though.
Do you want Mom and Dad to come over here?
No, I don't. But if they did, I would be worried. I would really, really be worried, especially with Dad being an ex-High Fae, and I know that if they knew that he was back in Ireland, they would definitely try to take him back.
I mean, I've already had a close call. Dad would probably be just as bad, or worse. You know how tense they were when we just came for the boxing match and we were staying in town then. We weren't anywhere near forests or anything Fae-like.
Yeah, well, your murderous friend wasn't exactly helping.
You know, I did tell him you'll probably want to give him a good punch.
Oh, I will. But
All right.
I can still understand that he wasn't doing this on his own accord. I can acknowledge that at least.
She just smiles and just, I trust you, bro. I know you wouldn't hurt him without due cause. And I mean, you do have due cause. Let's be fair. She just like holds her hands up like, I am perfectly understanding of your wanting to like have any kind of at least some like, hey, you were an asshole, let me punch you once, you know.
He took away my fucking victory.
Yeah.
I had him, Goldie. I had Peanut. I was going
I know
to
you
win,
did.
But your stupid friend had to shoot me.
I know you did. And I know next time you're gonna get him. You are gonna get that championship. But we're getting off topic here. We're talking about telling mom and dad, not championships and what to do with Gage. We can talk about all that later.
Yeah, right. So we call Abuelita first?
I think that's the best plan. I want to warn her at least, because I'm about to open up a whole big can of worms one way or another.
Alright.
Okay. So she would pull out her cell phone and she would just pause like a second and look at him like, hey, at least I'm carrying this thing around now, right?
Yeah, actually surprised you are.
Yeah. I figured it's about time I started getting used to carrying it, especially since we need to be able to contact one another more. Anyway, just takes a deep breath and squares her shoulders and like punches in the number for her grandmother. Like she looks it up and like punches it in manually.
Yeah.
Instead of like speed dial or anything. Just like sees her little deep, 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 deep. Should I put it on speaker? She'd ask Red, just like, should I put it on speaker?
If we're both talking, we might as well.
Okay. Bops it on speaker.
And it just like rings for a moment before it picks up and just Goldie?
Hi, Abuela.
Hi, Abuela.
Calling to
and
give
she
you
just
a heads.
And Red?
I'm calling to give you a heads up. I'm going to tell
and
Mom and Dad
you could
what's
hear
going
that,
on
like,
here.
you could kind of hear that she's cooking right now, because you can hear, a wooden spoon hitting against the pot, and she's like, what the did you do now?
Do you want the long version or the short version?
What did you do? Just give me the whole thing.
Well, we fought Ro, who was a Dullahan. We beat him, sort of.
Ro?
Then we learned that... yeah, Ro, he was... Oh, wait, that's right, you don't know.
No,
So,
I
Ro
know who Ro
was-
is. He's still around.
Yeah, he was pretending to be a cop.
Ugh,
Right,
of
I
course
guess
he was.
he is a cop, but either way, he tried to go after one of our friends, and we fought him off.
Oh.
There was this really cool moment with like a gold necklace, and I actually burned it into his shoulder. It was actually really cool.
Well, at least you managed to fend him off. With gold, too. That's smart.
Right.
Rare of you.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't the one who thought of the gold. I just did the punching after the gold was in there.
I take it back then.
Hey! Abuelita! Just like a slightly little...
Just keep talking. What else happened?
Alright. So we learned a little bit more about what was going on with Gage. And we
Hold
actually
on.
managed
Who's
to
Gage?
free him. He's... Cold Iron. The one who was killing Faze.
Okay, so you got a name.
Well, a lot more than just a name. He was actually the twin to Regan. Or Regan's twin.
It's a little messed up.
We just didn't. Yeah, wait until you hear the rest of it. He was taken as a child by this mad asshole of a priest called Cortez. And basically brainwashed into thinking he was a weapon of God to kill Fays.
And you could just hear her, like, swearing in Spanish under her breath. Fucking church, I swear.
Well, long story short, we managed to re-kill Cortez.
Re-kill? So
And-
he was still alive, quote unquote? Was he a poltergeist?
Yeah, something like a poltergeist. I think he was way nastier than any poltergeist I've ever heard of anyway.
So now you have the cold iron.
But Gage. We have Gage with us, yes.
Alright, not as bad as what I was expecting, but...
Goldie just kind of leans over, like she covers the mouthpiece for a second, she leans over to Red and just, I think I should mention the fairy ring.
He just nods.
And I almost fell into a fairy ring, but Dad knows about that. Dad knows. I already told him. But
What?
I almost fell into a fairy ring. I almost fell into a fairy ring.
No, I got that, but how did you almost fall into a fairy ring? Do you not have eyes?
Yes, I do.
Apparently
In fact,
she
I had
doesn't.
my second set of eyes walking next to me. She's
And
trying.
you almost,
damn
what,
it.
you almost pulled, I'm assuming it was Ollie, you almost pulled her into the fairy ring? A human? Really?
Real bad for a second there.
Gee. Goldie. Alright, I hope you're gonna contact your father and ask him to check your medical thing so you can at least go get your eyes checked in Ireland if you're staying there.
She just very sheepishly. Yeah, that was kind of on the plan to get some glasses.
Good. Hopefully
But-
you'll see better.
But yeah, I mean, Dad knows about the fairy ring. I asked him about it because there was the little fae who helped me out. He looked, I mean, like they felt kind of familiar. And I thought maybe they were a cousin or something. So I asked Dad about it.
And what did he say?
Yeah, I mean, it's a possibility. He just doesn't know. He doesn't think it's likely, but it's possible. Yeah.
Okay, so you fought
She's,
one
like,
of
thinking-
Elizabeth's minions, you managed to get information on the cold iron, killed his
Right.
priest again, and then now he's just what, your prisoner?
More like we've got him for rehabilitation. And she's just like, oh, right, we fought some crazy necromancer girl and got this weird gold shard from her.
Abuelita? No, it's... Hold on. Necromancer shard.
Yeah. Yeah, and I kind of got a little possessed by it for a little bit. After I kind of took it out of her chest.
Yeah, Red just like, a little? You punched Angie God knows how many times. You burned her shoulder and her face.
I have no memory of doing that. Yes, I know, but I mean, Ollie
Doesn't matter,
got me to
you
stop
still
at
did it.
least. Yes, I did, but I'm working on that. Angie knows. I mean, like they know it wasn't me who did the punching. It was just my body being forced to do it.
And where's the shard now?
Ollie's got it. I think she's keeping it safe. It seems to be fine around her. Something about her soul and death and things like that, I guess. Because I could see her soul and it looked different.
Was it purple?
Not in a bad way. A little bit of it was.
Purple souls are usually the sign of a witch, so that's not entirely bizarre.
Right. There was also, hang on, Joe, it was a little bit of yellow, right?
Yeah, a little bit like a yellow slit across her chest.
Yeah. And
also, just to
okay,
pause a
most
little
of her
bit.
soul was purple, but
Just a pause for Cammy. Yes, Goldie saw it in like a text roleplay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
what was that?
No, it's because Cammy got confused a little bit over how did Goldie see Ollie's soul, and yes, she did in a roleplay.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I was just like, since when?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because like Goldie tried the eye for the strange and it actually worked a little bit. She was just like, huh. Like, that's new. But anyway, back to the conversation. Goldie would just, most of her soul was purple actually, but there's like a yellow, a little bit of it that's yellow, like a scar that's yellow.
Did you get anything from it?
I mean, I can see it, but I don't really have much of that. Like, I can see stuff, but I don't really have, like, the magic juju sense yet, like some of my other friends here do.
Alright.
I'm still working on that.
No, it's fine, but be careful, Goldie. I know using your Fey powers is all well and good, but your parents are afraid if you use it too much, it'll get to your head and you'll become entirely Fey.
Like, Goldie would actually get kind of quiet for a minute at that, and she'd glance over at Red and just... They're not the only ones worried about that, Abuelita.
I hope you are. It's fine if you use it for good to help, but don't use too much of it. So tell
Goldie
me,
just,
Goldie,
like, very
what can you
sheepishly-
do so far?
So far, all I can do is the eye thing and fire hands. Which are really good for making s'mores, actually.
And Red, didn't you, like, travel into Gage's dreams, though?
Oh, that's right! I can do the dream walking thing, too.
Okay, they're not... Okay, those powers aren't too severe. Alright, if you need...
I'm pretty sure that's it.
Let's hope it stays that way, but if you need a hint to when you've gone too far with your powers, the moment that you can control someone with their name, that's when you went too far.
She just, like, shivers a little bit. That's not a skill I want to have, that's for sure.
But keep in mind, that's your first sign.
Okay.
And once you get to
remember
that
that.
point, stop using your Fey powers completely until you can talk to your father.
Okay. Thank you.
So, you call me just to tell me what you've been up to, or was there a purpose?
Well, I want to tell Mom and Dad all of this, too. I'm going to need to stay here for a lot longer than, Red recovering is going to be believable.
I thought you were only going to stay
He's
until
already
this whole cold iron thing was dealt with.
There's more to it than that. We're more involved than that. I promised a Fae that I would help find a missing piece of her.
Of course you did.
And there's a few other things. Well, I mean, she was kind of sort of a semi-teacher for a little bit. She's in hibernation right now, though.
Oh, so it's an Earth Fae.
Yeah. We nicknamed her Feline, but she's not complete. She's broken.
Oh, that's
so
a shame.
I'm helping find part of her. Yeah. She'd probably still be a mean, grumpy cuss either way, but...
A fragment is only if she's only a fragment, then you're only seeing one small part of her. That's not all of her.
Right, and I want to find the rest of her. I mean, not just because I made a promise, but because it's the right thing to do, And she's asleep right now, but if it makes you feel any better, she said she'll send a fall face she trusts to help me understand some of my powers, too.
A fall fae is better than a summer fae.
Are they really?
Mm-hmm. They're a lot more diplomatic and neutral compared to summer or winter. Summer or winter fae are a lot more intense.
Well,
Fall faes are
maybe it
the
has to do.
easiest to interact with.
Sorry, go ahead. All right. Well, I'll keep my eyes open for this potential teacher if Feline remember to send them my way.
I'm sure she will. Faes do not sway from their words.
That's true. They keep promises.
Alright, so you want me to keep your parents from freaking out and coming over to Ireland?
Pretty much. I trust Dad to not. It's Mom I'm mostly worried about. You know how protective he is of us.
Good luck with that.
And... well, that's why I called you.
I can't guarantee they'll be able to, especially recently.
What's that mean?
They haven't called you?
No, what's happening?
Barry went missing yesterday. They haven't come back.
What?
And even Red looks
Like,
shocked.
I imagine, like, her...
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I imagine, like, her eyes just go, like, full Fae, like, slit cap pupil, everything, just, like, as the hits are, like, what do you mean he's gone? What do you mean they're missing?
I don't know. Your mother called me in a panic, saying that Barry was just playing in the garden outside, and they called them for dinner, and they weren't in the garden. He looked around the neighborhood, there was no sign of him, and he's been missing for a full day now.
Can't you find them?
I'm trying. Okay, Goldie, I'm trying to look for Barry too, but here's the thing, I don't know where they are. And they're part Fae, just like you, a particular kind of Fae. I don't even know what it is. It's even vague for me. And you know how Barry is, we never know what's going through their head.
But they never just disappear like that.
Maybe they're just
Barry's
having a
not
fluke
like
and they'll
that.
come back, but... they've been really...
Have they called any of our friends to help?
They called your uncles. They're asking the neighbors to keep an eye out. They're not hard to miss.
No, that's true.
But I won't say more. That's for your parents to say.
Well, I doubt they'll come here if Barry's missing. In the garden, though. He couldn't have been grabbed by a Fae, could he? In a garden? Over in the States like that?
No, they're in the States. That's impossible.
Okay, I thought so. Okay. Would this be a bad time to tell them then? I mean...
There's never a good time.
We need to talk to them either way.
Might as well do it
Right.
now.
Right. Rip the Band-Aid off as it is. But if you can help keep them there, help keep them safe, that would mean everything.
Alright, I'll try, but I can't guarantee I'll be able to.
Thank you.
Alright, good luck.
That's more than we had before. Okay. Love you.
And she hangs up. And Red just like stands up holding his head. Just, Barry's missing? Barry's fucking missing?
He doesn't go missing like... He doesn't do that.
No, they don't. Why would...
They don't... I don't know why they...
No, okay. Maybe they didn't do it on purpose. Maybe they were taken. But...
Yeah, but you know, Barry, they'd scream like a banshee.
Exactly.
No one can keep that kid silent.
Yeah, not
If they
even
disappeared, it was either because they went... Either they went willingly, or someone knocked them out, or they wandered off and got distracted, but... She's like sitting there staring at her phone. I want to go home and help.
Abuelita said that our uncles and the neighbors are looking, but... He's like running his hand down his face.
Doesn't feel right staying
Fuck.
here.
Okay, no, Goldie, listen. You stay here. I'll go back home with Graham, okay?
Okay. That'll help.
And he nods.
You've always been better at tracking Barry down than me anyway. I hope.
Alright, we better call the parents now. God, I can't imagine what they're going through right now.
Oh. She just looks down at her phone and I don't know either.
There's only one way to find out.
She's like, yep. And she calls, she's used to calling Ayu by now, so she probably calls Ayu.
Mm-hmm.
Just out of habit.
And he just answers, "Hello, my lovely ray of sunshine."
Any news about Barry?
Did you call your mother?
I called Abuela.
Oh. No, actually. We looked everywhere. We even looked in neighboring towns. We looked... we don't know where he is. We haven't seen them yet.
Okay. Red's gonna come home. He's gonna have grandmother bring him back.
Okay. Alright.
And I want to come back, but I can't. Not yet.
More Fae stuff, I'm assuming?
Yeah. I need to talk to you and Mom both.
Okay, I'll go get him. And he kind of like puts the phone down. You can hear him calling out for your mother. And you can hear them discussing just a little bit. I'll put it on speaker if it's both of us. Yeah. Okay, we're
Goldie probably reaches out for
oh,
Goldie would probably reach out for Red's hand.
Oh. And he would squeeze it. Like you can feel he's just as tense and scared as you are.
Yeah.
Okay, we're both here, honey. Are you two all right?
A lot's happened. Well, for the most part.
Okay.
A lot's happened since you guys left. Including, well, the one who shot Red.
Yeah?
We caught him, and he's actually kind of sort of on our side now.
Wait, what?
Sort of. His name is Gage, and he's actually Regan's twin brother.
Oh, oh. Okay. I didn't see that coming.
He was... Yeah, none of us did, really. He was taken as a child by this nut job of a priest, and the guy turned him into a killing machine, basically.
Oh. Fucking hell.
Yeah. And so we discovered that, thanks to the help of Coffee, not thanks to Ro, because turns out Ro was actually a Dullahan.
Oh god. What happened with
Yep.
Ro?
We beat him up and he turned tail and ran.
Wow, victory against a Dullahan.
Yeah,
That's not
who'da
something
thought?
you hear every day.
I had 3 really good helpers.
Okay, anything else?
If it weren't for them. Well, so we met this Earth Fae named, well, we call her Feline. She did give us a name, of course. We call her Feline, and I promised her in exchange for some teaching that I would help find part of her that is missing.
Oh shit, a broken fae.
Yeah, and I mean, like, she's, I guess, really broken. I'm looking for a part of her, though. She gave me a happy stone, and that's helping me look for her.
When's the last time
Well,
you've seen
part
a
of her,
broken
anyway.
fae, are you? And you can almost hear your dad shrug like, frick, hundreds of years? That doesn't happen often. Takes a lot to do that.
Well, Kian said some bad stuff went down. We don't really know all of it, but 4 of us were pulled into the fall by a corgi, of all things.
Oh, Gleibnius Corgi.
Yeah, well, shit took my peanut brittle. Oh, okay, I gave it to him, but still, I had to bribe the little shit with peanut butter. You remember that, Dad? You were there.
Yeah, I do remember. Go on.
Yeah, so the little imp got the peanut brittle, but still, the other 3. So the other 3, there's Ollie, who's a little witch, and I absolutely adore her, and Mom, I definitely need to get you to talk to her some, because she's like you in a lot more ways other than being a witch. I think you'd be very good for her.
I think you already told me this before.
She's only 10 too. Oh, that's right, I did. Sorry, a lot's been happening.
No, it's fine. It's fine. What else has been going down there?
Right. So we were looking for Gage, and we actually ran into a necromancer girl who she was only, well, like her, she just kind of looks at Red again, like not sure how to go about saying it. I took a shard from her chest and she kind of just poofed. And then the shard kind of possessed me for a hot minute, and Ollie had to shoot me with an arrow to get me to stop punching things.
Alright, that sounds not normal. It doesn't sound
yeah,
like
but not
anything.
normal
Like,
is
you
kinda
can hear your father just. It doesn't sound like anything Fae-ish at all.
Oh,
I've
it's
never heard
definitely not Fae.
Oh, okay. Who confirmed that?
Kian.
Ah, of course. Yeah, the expert.
And trust me, when I touched it, it definitely was not Fae. In fact, I think it very much did not like me.
Hmm.
It's just like looks at Red and is like, that's not because I put my hand in her chest.
You kid just kind of like deadpans at you.
Sticks her tongue out at him, just nyeh.
Anyway, we have the shard now, but it's being kept safely by Ollie that for some reason can hold the shard just fine. That's weird. Maybe only makes Faze go crazy?
Well, apparently nobody else was supposed to touch it. Keaton was very adamant about that. Only he and Ollie can touch it.
Well, that is bizarre.
Yeah. And then Goldie would just like suddenly stop and clap her hands, just, oh, Dad, Mom, I found Big Mister.
Oh, you did?
remember my friend, right? Big Mister?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a crow. Well, he sometimes he's a crow. Sometimes he's,
Yeah.
He's been a friend of Ollie's. He was kind of hanging around and helping us out a little bit.
Oh. Cool. Yeah, I knew he could turn into a crow, yeah.
Why didn't you tell me he could turn into a crow? She's just like very offended.
Well, you knew him in your childhood. Do you not remember him just like flying towards the house as a crow and then turning into a person? You don't remember that?
Clearly I do not, or did not.
got the worst memory.
Anyway, so Big Mister's sometimes here. I haven't actually seen him in a long time. Wonder where he got off to. Anyway, there was all of that, and then we all fought this really nasty poltergeist thing that was the priest that kidnapped Cortez.
Oh, gross.
I mean, kidnapped Gage. Yeah, we managed to re-kill it though. It's gone now, like gone.
Well, it sounds like things have been going kind of well over there.
I mean, as well as one could expect, I guess, when you got 4 girls who are just bumbling along with all this, doing their best to not get, killed or enslaved or...
You've been doing good if
been
you're
trying.
just 4 girls fumbling around doing your best.
Yeah. Also, small pause, I need to walk between buildings. Intermission time!
I'm gonna take that to go to the bathroom.
Okay, go bathroom. Okay. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves up. Stupid lock. There we go.
I'm back.
Hello, welcome back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good.
Okay, yes, we were.
So,
where
yes.
were we?
Basically they were congratulating them on not being killed.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
doing okay, all things considering.
Mhm.
Yeah. So Goldie was thanking them for that, and she'd basically say, so right now we've got Gage here with us. He's actually staying in my room. I'm the one who keeps him calm. He likes me the best, basically.
Okay. Well, not too surprised about that.
Right. Just like a little smug look, like, ah. And then she goes, and I've got a few more Fey abilities.
Oh, really?
I've got the fire
Which one?
hands. Well, fire hands, I can see things now, and like see things, and I can walk through dreams.
Okay, 2 of those aren't so bad, but be careful with the dream walking thing. That can be a little dangerous.
I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, okay, but I'm just telling you to be careful with that. Because you could get stuck in someone's mind if you're not careful.
She'd share.
Yeah, that has
Yeah,
happened
it's
with
not something
Fays.
I want to do or plan to do.
Yeah, that has happened with Fays who were not very experienced in the past, and they got stuck with a human until it died. So what they do, they would just drive the human to insanity and just try to make it commit suicide. Auntie's like, don't say that.
Oh. Goldie just, I'm not going to do that even if I do get stuck.
Of course you wouldn't. You're too good for that.
But yeah, I talked to Abuelita a little bit, and she warned me what to look out for so I don't get too Fey.
Yeah,
And
your abilities
so-
aren't too bad right now, but yeah, you should keep an eye on that.
Yeah, she told me to watch out for the name thing. She said that'll be the first warning sign. So
Well, there's also
yeah, I'm gonna
how are
keep
your
an eye out for
ears?
that. She'd reach up to touch them, and how are her ears? Like pointier?
They are a little pointy.
I mean, they're pointy, yeah.
And they were not pointy before you came to Ireland.
Yeah, she's just like feeling them. She's like, yeah, they're definitely pointier.
Okay, that's a side effect of using your Fae powers, so keep an eye out for that.
Okay.
Like, the more you use your Fae
So
powers...
if I am Fae,
Huh?
she's like, if I am Fae, then why is my vision so bad, Father?
Don't ask me that! I don't know.
Well, if you could send my medical information over, I might look into getting a pair of glasses while I'm here.
Yeah, I'll do that later. So...
Especially after the fairy ring incident.
Yeah, alright, let's not talk about that.
Right. Probably like Auntie in the background. Fairy ring.
No, he knows. You can hear your mom fuming a little bit. You can hear the fume.
Really just like small fear.
Yeah. But yeah, so the whole cold iron thing is dealt with now, so are you guys coming home?
Not yet, no. There's more than just him. Like, I got my promise to Feline to find that piece, and the other girls, they're missing people too. Ollie's missing her mom, although we kind of know where she is now. Angie is missing her brother, and Riley's missing her. Well, she's not missing her mom. She knows where her mom is too, mostly. But the other two are missing relatives as well.
Yeah, you got one more to that list.
Yeah, like they can probably like feel her worry, and she's like, "That's why I'm sending Red home. He's good. He's okay. One of you two can ask Grandmother to do it because I feel like I've used up my favors for the year. She's gonna be so annoyed at me at Christmas time."
Not as if you're home for Christmas, which I'm not keeping my hopes up.
Doesn't look likely at this point because with Feline asleep, I won't get any help looking for her, and it's supposed to get colder here, right? I mean, certainly colder than back home.
Yeah, it's gonna be colder than over here, yeah. Not too cold. I mean, it's not Canada cold, but it's gonna be cold.
She's kind of, all right.
You could see Red just like,
Red will be
thank
back.
God I'm
you know,
leaving.
Red. She sticks her tongue out at him again, like, that's the real reason you want to go home. It's getting cold now.
No.
Flipping cat.
No, I'm worried for Barry. He almost looks offended.
I am too. Yeah, like she's like trying to joke to lighten the mood, it just doesn't work. Also, walking between buildings again. Sorry. Yeah. So bookmark it at probably not going to be home by Christmas. Sending Red home. At this rate, we're going to have Christmas in July. Oh, big airplane. Still walking between buildings, 'cause I gotta do that. As much in
It's
it.
weird because I can hear you just fine. Oh, but you can't hear me. Okay.
I can hear you.
Oh.
It's me who's got the bad Wi-Fi connection. Because it's going to drop me right here. It's going to drop me until I get to the other building, which has equally crappy Wi-Fi. It better behave itself tonight. Trash.
Ah, damn it.
Okay, almost done. Almost back in the building. Let me know when you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Let me know when you can hear me. Okay. Yeah, I'm almost done walking between buildings, so yeah, so sending Red home, asking them to call Grandma instead, because again, she feels she's used up her luck with Grandmother for the year. She's just like not calling Grandma again because she'll show up and hit me with a chunkla or something.
Yeah.
Smack me with a cooking spoon. Just whack.
Yeah.
She probably do that anyway when she comes to get Red.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay, I'm inside now.
Alright.
I'm gonna continue.
So you can hear your father just... Just be careful, Goldie, okay?
I'm trying, Dad.
You can hear that he's a little bit frustrated. He's kind of like looking... You can't hear it, but like you can hear that he starts to discuss with your mother a little bit. Just like, why have I gotten so bad at loopholes? Because you haven't gotten to make any loopholes in like 25 years. Ah, yeah. Right.
She's just like covering up a small little giggle because like that sounds so familiar and just like so like home, hearing them click back and forth like that. Just, you know, right now I want to help her. I don't feel trapped by my promise to her, if that helps.
No, it's just... God. Honey, I know things, but I can't tell you, and I hate it. I'm just trying to figure out how can I loop around it.
Well, you don't have to tell me right now. I'm carrying my phone on me pretty much anywhere now. And she would just like very gently just, I know that you're not the only one we've met who says they can't tell us something. Kian's tongue is tied too.
Just be careful, honey, okay?
Okay, Dad.
Things might get a lot worse than they look if you're not. And as terrible as it sounds, if they do get that bad, that's the only time I'm gonna be able to tell you.
Well, let's hope you never have to tell me then.
I'm hoping. God, I'm hoping. I'm praying to a god that's not even
Really,
my own.
That's all right. I mean, I'm kind of believing in the guy a little bit myself. We had it way too easy in that church. Something was watching over us.
I'm pretty
Besides,
sure something was.
She kicked her. She's just like very smug.
Mm.
Besides, we've got like one of his kids now, because Gage and Regan aren't Fays. So whatever they are, there's something magical and something not Fey. So maybe there's something from him. Who knows? Or whatever it is.
So when are you coming back, Red? And Red just kind of, I don't know, I heard the Corhonans are dropping by. I think I'm gonna have to stay for that. So when they leave...
Yeah, Ku would kind of kill you if you didn't.
He just kind of like rolls his eyes. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to stay until they show up, and then when they leave, that's when I'll be able to go back. I mean, Reagan would manage to fulfill his goal, which was to get Gage before Halloween. Because he really wanted to spend Halloween... Because he really wanted to spend Halloween with his nieces. But even then, like, it's in, what, 2 weeks now? 2-3 weeks?
Yeah. Oh, man, Dad, I'm going to have to send you pictures of the costume I got. You're going to love it.
Oh, God, what did you get?
She just the most knockoff Tinkerbell costume I could find.
I love it. Yes.
I know. I can't wait to show you.
You can hear your
I'll
mom
have her take a
laughing a
picture
little
and
bit
send
in
it
the
to you.
background.
She's very, very smug, happy Goldie. Just, haha, I did it good.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
Goldie
I'm
just looks over at Red and just...
I'm so worried for Barry. I'm hoping
No,
it's just
Dad, I get it.
I'm just hoping it's some sort of fluke with their powers.
Maybe. I mean, this doesn't really... I mean, is this in the range of things they've done before?
I don't know.
I don't remember them ever teleporting or anything.
Oh, we've seen them teleport before.
Yeah, but never, like, long distance. Like this.
No, yeah, so...
Where they just disappeared?
Yeah, so maybe they just warped somewhere, or... I don't know. What's worse is that I don't even know what kind of fae they are. They're not seasonal, and that's what's bothering me.
I mean, you and Mom have been researching it for ages, right?
Yeah. They're some kind of arc fae,
And it's...
but they're not seasonal. That's the weird part. Because
What kind of fays are like that?
that's the thing. I've never heard of a fae that's like Barry. I don't know if it has something to do with me having a child with a human who is also a witch. I don't know if that has something to do with it. But...
Well, I mean,
From
look at how different Red and I are, too.
I mean, yeah, there's that. You're clearly a summer fae, and Red is... red.
Red is red.
Very
Yeah,
fiery,
Just Goldie, like,
but...
reaches over to pat his head.
He pushes your hand away.
Oh, she's just like... Oh, you should have seen him, Dad. He was my knight in shining armor the other day.
Stop it.
When we were at that church, he came
Stop it.
charging in.
Stop it.
Chest flaring.
I'm going to throw
eyes
you out of the window.
flame. She just stops. Yeah, he'd do that. And the phone call's not over yet. Anyway. But yeah. So Barry being what they are, whatever they are. She's just like thinking about like the resources they have. Like, you call their uncles, and I'm sure they use their contacts to call other people and things in to help.
Mm-hmm. We even called the police, hoping that we put pamphlets, we announced it online. Just if you've seen, the whole thing of like, if you've seen this kid, called us, blah 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 blah. There's a prize and whatever. That thing humans do.
Right. Yeah, the reward. Not a prize, it's a reward.
Same thing. They got to it first, it's a prize.
I guess so. She's just like not gonna argue with her Fae parent about this. Just keep me updated.
Yeah, we will. And
Okay.
I'm really hoping it's not the case, but if by any chance Barry's in Ireland, ship them over immediately.
Oh no, I'll grab the little turd by their cuff and send them right home.
I'm really hoping they did not go
Don't
to
know how they-
Ireland because they've been restless these past weeks. They really miss you.
Oh, kiddo. She just like rubs her forehead a little bit. I never thought to talk to them.
Yeah, Red's just kind of like making a
Ugh,
face
not
like,
good
oh,
sisters
I
and
really
brothers.
hope they're not here.
Oh, you and me both.
Well, if they are in Ireland, they are definitely
Jim-
going to give you a cockatoo earful.
Well, I'll keep my ears open for any unknown screeching. then.
Yeah, we know that's their iconic trademark.
Yeah. And mercy help anyone who gets in their way. I swear they can adjust the sound around them.
I'm assuming that's one of their powers, I guess.
Or just being a kid.
Alright, we better go. It's starting to get late, and I really want to have your mom sleep just a little bit.
Right. Knock her out with the fairy magic if you have to. Knock him out. Sorry. Knock him out with the fairy magic if you have to.
I had to last night. I probably will have to again. You could hear how disgruntled your mom is.
Good. Do it. He needs it.
You two take care.
Maybe you should teach me that trick sometime.
Nah, I don't think you'll need it.
I'll just knock him out with my gorgeous looks.
Yeah, exactly. Why need the sleepy face stuff when you have your gorgeous look?
Exactly.
Alright. You two take care, and we can't wait to see you again, Red. I just hope we can find Barry.
I love you both.
We love you
I
too.
miss you.
We can't wait to have you two back home. You know, we kept
Bye.
complaining about you two just moving out eventually. I know we kept nagging you two about that, but God, I don't think I'm ready. It's way too quiet without you two. Even more without Barry.
Well, you know me. I wouldn't move far. Not intentionally, anyway.
Gotta keep an eye on your old parents, eh?
Exactly. Gotta make sure they don't become fuddy-duddies.
As if we're way too cool for that.
I don't know, Dad. I've seen some of your fashion sense.
Hey,
You're still in
my
the medieval
fashion
era.
sense is flawless. Who do you think you got it from?
I don't know, but I don't know.
Okay, I gotta put your mom to bed. You two take care.
Okay. Bye.
And your dad hangs
Like
up.
she would. Yep. And she would too.
Red just... Not the news I wanted. God, anything but that.
I mean, if he made it over to Ireland, we hopefully would find them.
Yeah.
Oh, Barry. She just like hugs her phone to her forehead, just like clutching it really tight. Just, where are you, you little turd?
God, I hope they're back home before I get there.
You and me both. I gave you full permission to roast them when you find them.
Oh, I absolutely will. I'm going to chain them to the house.
Good. And use like a pink plastic chain. You know that would drive them bonkers.
Are you kidding? They would love that.
Well, they'd like the pink part anyway. She would probably like lean over, just lean against him.
Mm-hmm.
Very much needing like the sibling contact.
And he kind of like wraps an arm around you. As if we needed more problems.
Should I even bother telling the others? If they're not here, there's nothing they can do about it. I don't want to add to their worry.
Well, if they're in Ireland, maybe it'd be best. What if they see them
That's true.
but we're not there?
That's true. I need to tell the others then. I think I've got pictures of him. You've got pictures of him on your phone, right?
Yeah, don't you?
I think I might. And she just like pulls her phone up and just, yeah, they took him. There's like all these little selfies that they took on her phone.
Yeah, imagine like Barry like borrows both Goldie and Red's phone just to take selfies
Yeah.
with like a broken
it's like
caption,
those pictures of birds
like a
getting too close to the
caption
camera.
of like badly written English of just like, so you don't forget my face, something like that.
Yeah, and Goldie just like laughs when she sees it and just, oh, that little stinker. They've got to be okay.
They're Barry. They should be fine. Remember that one time where they almost got grabbed and they screamed the guy almost deaf?
Yeah, sure do. I think the guy turned himself in. Yeah, I think like after this, like she would just like cuddle with him for a little while.
Yeah, and he would not argue against that. And that could be the
Could
end
you
of
imagine
that.
like poor Connor like